We have two eyes. Red team.
Well, thanks very much for all of you for the time that you've given us this morning. We really appreciate it. Roy, if we could start with you, could you tell us a little bit about the history of the place and where we are?
Well, we're at the Capuchin Soup Kitchen on Connor. We have two soup kitchens here in Detroit. The Capuchins themselves have been in Detroit since the 1850s. And in 1929, because of the Depression at that time, they started the soup kitchen, and we not only feed 3 meals a day here, but we have an evening program for children to help them with their homework and support them.
And how many people roughly come here each day?
There are about 250 for breakfast, maybe 350 for lunch. And because of the children's program, there very often is as many as 500 for the evening meal. And that's just as this facility.
I'm Greg Marcus. I'm a professor of political science at the University of Michigan. About 5 years ago, I was talking with a staff person at the Capuchin Soup Kitchen who I knew, and proposed to him that we might meet with some of the individuals around the tables who come here for meals regularly and find out whether there was interest in starting an organization where people would work together to find out what some of their common challenges were and then develop some strategies to address those challenges. We have about 1,600 official signed up members and about 5,000 people who have participated in one or the other of our DAC programs. So we work on the individual problems, and then we also address some of the institutional problems. Yeah. We address some of the immediate issues that individuals face, such as difficulty to get a state ID, official state ID card. And without that ID, you can't do anything. You can't get a job, you can't go to school, you can't apply for various benefits, you can't travel, you can't rent an apartment, you can't do anything.
A lot of people think that because you meet in a soup kitchen, or people think that you cannot organize homeless people, that they're just lazy and shiftless people and they're bums on the street. So what the Detroit Action Commonwealth does is in helping to organize those people to say that, you have a purpose, you're a person, your situations don't determine who you are. One of the things that Professor Marcus talked about as we partner with the U of M students is on Fridays when we have our community meetings here at the Connor chapter, that they go through and help people assess what they need to get state IDs, what they need to get birth certificates, and then they actually take the people in their cars to the Secretary of State or to Herman Kiefer to get that. And sometimes it's a process because people may not have everything that they require them to have. So they may have to come back maybe 3-4 times, but the students they give of their own time. They drive from Ann Arbor.
If we move on to Claire, can you tell us what you do, Claire, and how that works?
Yeah, so I'm a junior at the University of Michigan, and I'm a student volunteer with DAC. I found out about, DAC through Detroit Partnership. So as a student volunteer, myself and probably 3 or 4 other students come down to the soup kitchen every Friday, come down around 10 o'clock, see the community meeting, which has been a very powerful experience, just watching people come together, voice their opinion, and yeah, really work, like Mary was saying, as a community. And then after the meeting, the students sit each at a table and work one-on-one with members of the community to work towards getting their ID. So it's been a very powerful experience. Just being able to meet people, talk one-on-one. It's a two-way street. Like, I'm gonna help you, you're gonna help me. I really value my experience here, and it's been a learning experience on so many different levels.
People come back to us and say thank you because now they got their ID, now they got their birth certificate, so now they can get employment, you know, you can get housing, you can get education. Coming here to Capuchins and being a part of DHC, and you see people's lives change. I think that's the greatest thing about our organization and helping people. We all work together. We're not just the board or the advisors or the students, it's everybody helping everybody else. And the smiles that you see when people have been months or years without an ID or a birth certificate, and they come back and they say thank you.
To be with people that have just lost everything, it upset me. And I think it's amazing the volunteers give up time. So they'll spend hours queuing up with them and helping them and working with them just to get them better.